Hey folks, today we're going to talk about blacksmithing safety. So please turn off your other devices, tune in, and give me your undivided attention for the next few minutes, and then you'll be able to start your journey towards becoming a blacksmith of great renown. So, rule number 1, always, always, always assume that the iron is hot. If you've ever watched a blacksmith work, you're aware that forging and shaping iron happens when the iron is hot enough to glow. The iron doesn't even start to glow until it hits 900 degrees Fahrenheit, and you're not going to start working it until it hits somewhere in the range of 1200 to 1500 degrees Fahrenheit. Just because it's not glowing doesn't mean that it's not hot enough to burn you. So if you need to grab a piece of iron, check it first. Fun fact, the back of your hand is one of the most temperature-sensitive parts of your body. So if you're going to be touching metal that might be hot, try passing your hand over it like so before touching it. Rule number 2, wear appropriate attire. As cool as blacksmithing is, this is not the place to aim for high fashion. If you're working with fire, you're gonna get burned, and that goes doubly for your clothes. Let's start by going over a few strict requirements, and then we can go over some general recommendations. For starters, every single piece of clothing that you wear must be 100% natural fibers. That means entirely cotton, wool, linen, Kevlar, or some other natural fiber. There can be absolutely no nylon, acrylic, polyester, or any other kind of synthetic fiber. Synthetic fibers will melt, catch fire, and stick to your skin, leaving you with some really nasty burns. So please, please, please check your tags. Next up, shoes. Your footwear should cover your whole foot, and preferably your ankle as well, and must be made out of leather or natural canvas. Some examples of what you can wear include Converse, leather shoes, or if you really want to be fancy, you can go for some steel-toed boots. Next up, shirts. Any skin that's uncovered is eventually going to get burned, so it's up to you to decide how worth it short sleeves versus long sleeves are. Or you can always go for a good old 2000s era 3/4 length t-shirt and get the best and worst of both worlds. Next up, pants. I recommend a good denim jean. Again, make sure it's 100% natural fibers. Also worth noting that as fashionable as they are, no rolled cuffs here unless you want to be a walking fire hazard. So put down your hair comb, T-Bird, and unroll your shirt sleeves and your pant cuffs. Otherwise, you're going to wind up getting hot coals stuck against your skin, and you don't want to see, let alone feel those burns. In a similar vein, your pant leg must cover the top of your footwear in order to keep hot coals, sparks, and other things from flying and landing and getting stuck inside your shoe. That means no skinny jeans, boot cut only. Next up, gloves. You have a couple of options here. As I said earlier, any skin that's not covered is going to get burned, and your hands aren't an exception. That being said, there are some things to consider in your decision of whether or not to wear gloves. First, if you're wearing them, they need to be 100% natural fibers. Sorry to be a broken record, but this is really important. Second, if your gloves get wet, whether that's from contact with water or from getting sweat-soaked, you have to take them off, or you could wind up scalding your skin. Third, if you decide to wear gloves, it's recommended that you only wear them on your tong hand, not on your hammer hand. The trade-off of whether or not to wear gloves basically boils down to protection from the heat versus loss of grip, control, and sensitivity. If you decide to wear gloves, you have two different options. You can wear an open cuff glove, or you can wear a tight or knit wrist cuff glove. The benefit of the open cuff glove is that it makes it easy to take it off quickly if you need to. But it does let in hot scale, sparks, and small bits of metal. That being said, if you're going to wear leather gloves, I recommend an open cuff. Benefits of the tight cuff glove is that it's way harder for stuff to get into the glove, but it is harder to take off quickly. This is what I recommend if you're going to wear cotton gloves. Finally, facial protection. You must wear safety glasses or goggles to protect your eyes. You really, really, really don't want sparks in your eyes. Also, while not required, I recommend wearing earplugs or earmuffs that are rated for greater than 30 decibel reduction. The ringing of the hammer and the anvil will exceed 85 decibels, and that can really, really hurt. And that's about everything. So, in summary, 1. Always assume that the iron is hot. 2. Make sure to wear 100% natural fibers. 3. Make sure your clothes overlap each other so that your shirt goes over your pants, goes over your shoes to keep hot coals from getting stuck in your clothes and avoid having pockets. 4. Wear eye protection. 5. Wear closed-toed shoes, preferably shoes that cover your ankle. 6. Consider the trade-offs between wearing and not wearing gloves and make your call. And remember that if you wear gloves, you need to make sure to take them off if they get wet. And 7. Consider getting some earmuffs. It really will make it a much better experience. And with all that in mind, you are now set to start off on your blacksmithing adventure. Safe hammering!